Now, here's a short story about a guy who handles things like a boss. Upon finding out that his fiancée, who's only been engaged to 2 months after a whole 9 year relationship, cheated on him. And he pretty much says, "Give me back the ring, we're done." And of course, she has a full blown meltdown. And wait till you see what she does as a last ditch effort to try to get him to feel bad, take her back, won't surprise any of you. And they'll be going to go over here making the point, guys. Your girl cheats on you, whether you've been together 9 years or 9 days, end it, walk away. But they're going to pull a lot of sneaky crap to manipulate you into taking them back. Don't fall for it. Title: I found out that my fiance from a relationship of 9 years cheated on me and I am livid. He says, "We've been together for 9 years. I never felt more miserable and betrayed. We got engaged a little over 2 months ago. So 9 years together, hopefully there was nothing, no cheating going on. He pops the question, in 2 months, boom, she cheats. After the engagement, I felt that our relationship became deeper, but I was wrong. The engagement had the opposite effect on her. I only found out because one of her friends told me about it. I confronted my fiancée, and her excuse was that she was, wait for it, drunk. We were each other's only S-word partner. She was wondering how the you-know-what would feel with other people, and while drunk, she made a mistake and had a one-night stand with the brother of her friend." Mistake, huh? They always say it was a mistake, and blame it on the alcohol. The alcohol just amplified what she wanted to do. That's the excuse, and she knew it, guaranteed. Well, she told me it was a mistake. She never meant for it to happen, and we can still rebuild our relationship. Easy for her to say, because she's not the one that was cheated on. I asked her if it felt good enough it was worth throwing away a 9 year relationship that we had together. My heart aches. I can clearly feel a cold, painful hole in my chest. Watching her cry only made my pain feel worse, but the disgust I felt when I look at her and the images of her with the other guy pop in my head is even stronger. Yeah, he's been with her for 9 years, so obviously he's not going to just lose it like that, but still. Well, she swore off alcohol, promised to cut off her friend and her brother, and hearing this didn't make me feel any better. Any love I have is slowly turning to hate. Well, the opposite of love is not hate, it's indifference. There's a thin line between love and hate, and he isn't in the indifferent part yet because he's hurting so much. I told her to take off the engagement ring, pack up, and leave my house. Good for you, man. Right there, he's done. My family is disappointed in her and are supportive of my decision as her values and the values of our family don't match anymore. Thank God his family's on his side. The last thing he needs is his mom giving him a hard time. Well, her family is split. Her father thinks that a one-night stand while drunk isn't enough to throw 9 years down the drain, while her mother understands my decision but wishes if we could work this out. He says, "F this, I don't think that I will ever be able to date or trust women again." Well, nobody can blame you. Of course her family doesn't want to, because they want a marriage. They want her to get married off. They probably want grandkids and all that. And by the way, it's not her father's business. It's your life telling you to take her back. Come on here. Now, the update as the stunt she pulls to try to get this guy back. And believe me, the stunts that they can pull, it's amazing. He says, a little reference here. "I'm 28 years old, and my ex, a 29-year-old female, after breaking things off, things were quiet for a while as I agreed to my own. Well, 3 days ago, her parents came knocking on my door once again, and I ignored them until they left. However, they didn't give up and ambushed me in my office at the church that I work at." Ambushed him at work. "They brought to my attention that my ex had been starving herself and is now hospitalized." Oh, for goodness sake. Hunger strike. "He takes me back or I'm not going to eat." That's what they do. They try to get themselves in the hospital to get pity. According to them, she's been trying to refuse treatment and they want me to go meet her. As they put it, they don't want me to get back with her and just want me to meet with her. I told them that I would think about it, but I still haven't made up my mind. Yeah, that's nonsense. Oh, just go see her. You don't have to get back with her, but just go see her. Please. What do you think she wants? I no longer know what to think. My current thoughts could be summarized in the following. I'm starting to feel that she might actually regret cheating, and perhaps reconciliation is an option. Smack! Don't fall for it, dude. That's what she wants you to do. I'm sure she regrets it, because she lost you a lot, but she made a choice. She's 29 years old, for heaven's sake, or 28. She's a grown-ass adult. On the other hand, if she was this attached to our relationship, why did she cheat in the first place? Good point. I still can't get the image out of my head of her sleeping with the other guy during her one-night stand, And until not long ago, I was desperate to make her feel better during her period, and it really pained me to see her in pain. And seeing her in pain and hospitalized might break my resolve regarding the breakup. That's why you shouldn't go. Now, her parents understandably care about their daughter. They don't want, she's in the hospital, so they're worried. Fair enough. But still, and they're obviously a little desperate, but still, you can't harm yourself. Don't set yourself on fire to keep somebody else warm. This is what she wants. She's manipulating you. The betrayal has affected me so much that I'm sure I will need therapy. I can feel myself doubting my own mother's words just because she's a woman. If I choose to try reconciliation only to be betrayed again, I don't know how more messed up I will get. Dude, if she cheated on you once, she'll do it again. Because in her mind, she'll know, hey, he forgave me once. All I have to do is put on the waterworks or go on a hunger strike and Joe here will forgive me. Additional details not mentioned in the last post about how she ended up cheating. Well, one of her friends kept pestering my ex about how she's missing out by going to marriage, only having sex with only me. She's the only partner I ever had too. This so-called friend of hers invited her to her house. They drank with this guy that is the brother of one of their friends. My fiancée couldn't get this friend's words out of her head and had a one-night stand with this guy while under the influence. So, okay, her friend, if this is true, her friend's an a-hole, and surprise, surprise, a female friend sabotaging a good, solid relationship. That happens a lot, unfortunately. But still, it's on this dude's fiancée. If I decide to visit her and agree to reconciliation, my initial conditions are the following. Prenup agreement, no more alcohol. She cuts this toxic friend out of her life, counseling and therapy. I appreciate your feedback regarding the matter. Should I visit her or not? Should I give reconciliation a shot? Smack, snap out of it, dude. You were doing so good. I get you're hurt. I get you spent 9 years with her. That's a massive chunk of his life at 29 years old. But you can't marry her. She blamed it on the alcohol. She blamed it on her friend. Where's the blaming on her? Okay? And now she's trying the ultimate manipulation tactics, getting herself in the hospital to get an audience with you. And she'll put on the waterworks and all that. You'll see her sick, feeling bad, attached to a few things. Who knows? This is not a way to go. And if this is her way of dealing with things, so you get back with her. Every time she doesn't get her way, what is she going to do? A hunger strike? Do some extreme thing, knowing that's how she can get her way with you? Don't fall for that. And while I get her parents are obviously worried about her and a little desperate still, they're pulling manipulation BS too. So, bro, do yourself a favor and walk away. I know it's hard. It's going to take a long time. But otherwise, she could rope you back in. And I get it's a roller coaster for him. Now some comments in the comment section. A lot of people everybody's on this guy's side. They're telling him not to do it. One guy says here, so now she's learned how to keep meat out of her mouth. Stay away. Evil isn't always evil because of intent. Sometimes it's evil because they are stupid and broken. So even if she's truly sorry, she's proving she isn't grown up enough, smart enough, or stable enough to handle her own mess. She will not magically be a better partner, just a mess you're being asked to fix. That isn't fair or smart. How can she generally promise to be a better person when she can't even stay stable enough to be a functional adult while cleaning up her own mess? Real remorse comes with being an adult and never bringing more pain to the person you wrong. She doesn't have real remorse, just guilt and a need to make herself the victim. Stay away. Exactly. And one asked a question. I'm sure you guys were all thinking this. Okay, they've been together for 9 years. Do any of you believe this is her first rodeo? Or in other words, cheating? Or pulling drama and BS to get her way? Probably not. Another one says they're really pushing you on this, trying to make you feel guilty. No wonder she's so manipulative. My parents would never do something like this, and they know you're a good guy, OP. She's not doing this because she cares. She's doing this because she imploded her perfect little life with you, and now she doesn't know how to deal with it. In my opinion, I wouldn't do it. I remember your story. The lies and manipulation. She's really good at twisting everything. Yeah, I think he had another story connected to this, not officially with this one, but something else with her. And before he officially found out she was cheating, and there's BS going on there too, So if I were him, I wouldn't do this, but he's young and emotional, and so much of who he is wrapped up in this chick, unfortunately, because he's been with her so long. And she doesn't want this to end because she's almost 30. And this is her opportunity to get married, and she's screwed that up. So anyhow, he handled it like a boss initially. Let's hope he continues on that path.